If you ever wanted to do a Homestuck flash that actually functions like a real Homestuck flash without it being a video embed, well, that's possible, and I'm going to show you how to do it, because I learned how to do it by using my brain. I did it myself. I don't know why I phrased it like someone taught me how to do it, but I taught myself how to do it. So there's two ways to do it. This is the one without loop, and this is the one that does loop at the end, because as you might know, some flashes have loops at the end, which go on infinitely. And a great problem with embedding a video as your flash is that the end will inevitably come to an end, even if you want it to loop infinitely like a real flash. So if you'd like accuracy and you'd like to have some fun and you don't mind getting your hands a little dirty, this tutorial is for you. I'm going to wait till this flash ends so that you can see how it loops at the end, which is actually really clean. But the long and short of it is you will need, first of all, you will need some kind of file hosting service, which FileGarden is completely free. I haven't tried using Google Drive yet, so I don't know if that works, but you could try it. Basically anywhere that you can upload it also. Look at that loop. It's so perfect. And it'll go on forever. This will happen infinitely. But yeah, I'm using FileGarden for this, so I would recommend trying it out. It's free to make an account. But anywhere that you can host a video and access a link to it should be fine. But anyway, now that we've seen these live examples, let's close these, and I'm just going to get rid of this because later it'll make more sense if it's not here. So I can do it with you at the same time. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Okay. So we're going to start here on our file hosting platform, and we're going to upload whatever video we want to display as our flash. So just upload it and then get the link. Then, depending on if your flash loops at the end or not, there will be 2 downloads for 2 of these base projects that you can use. So we're going to start with the loop version because it's slightly more complicated, but really isn't that complicated. So the first thing you're going to do after getting your link to your file from your file hosting platform is you're going to go to the play button and you're going to replace this with the link to your video. Now mine already is my video, so I'm going to leave it. Next, you're going to go to restart and you're going to replace this link as well with the same link. Go back to play. We're going to replace this number with wherever your loop begins in terms of like how many seconds into the flash the loop starts. And then the video will go to an end, and then the code will tell it to go back to that part where it starts the loop, and it'll tell it to keep doing that forever until you press the restart button. So find the exact point in time in the runtime of your flash video where the loop at the end begins, and paste that number of seconds in here, and also paste it in here on the restart. And that's all you need to do. Except, sometimes you might find that your video is the wrong size for the stage, which is a really easy fix. Just go into Advanced and change the custom stage size. You will more likely than not need to do this. It's not really a big deal. But keep in mind whatever your stage size is, regardless of if you change it or not, because next, and first of all, save this to your computer, because if you don't, you will lose it forever. It might function, but if you ever need to go back to it, you won't have it, so download this. Once you have finished editing everything, download it. Now we're going to package the project. It should automatically select the right file. You can mess around with these settings, but there's a few things we need to do. First of all, make sure that your custom stage size is the correct stage size. So my stage size here is 640 by 360, and thankfully I already put this in before, and it remembered it. So, just make sure that it is the correct stage size for you. Next, we're going to deselect this, and we're going to select this. And that's pretty much it. You can change the frame rate, you can do interpolation stuff, whatever you want. Once you're done having fun, make sure that this is clicked, and then click Package. Now it says 1 because I already did this before, so I'm actually going to remove this. So, package it. Then we're going to go to NeoCities. You need to have a NeoCities account. I forgot to go through everything that you'll need in the beginning, but you will need a NeoCities account, which is also free. But aside from that, there are no other accounts that you need. So, this is the main page of NeoCities. Just click Edit Site so that you're in the dashboard section. Click Upload, and then upload the file, the .html file, and then click on it, and then copy the URL at the top. And now we're going to go to wherever you want to display your Flash. For me, I'm using the MS Paint Fan Adventure site, but you can do it anywhere that accepts iframe, which is a type of HTML code. So, since this is the one that has loop, what you're going to do is you're going to replace this, and this line, this little short line of code will also be in the description. Replace what's in here with the URL. Then, for width, make it the width of your stage size, like before. So, mine was 640 by 360. And then you're done. So, save, and then view. And boom, it works. So great. Now we're going to do the one that doesn't have loop, which is basically the same set of steps, but I'm going to do it a little quicker this time to see if you can catch up. You're going to replace this link with the link to your video, as per usual, and do the same thing here in the restart sprite. Then save it to your computer, just in case. Then package the project. Do whatever you want with the other settings, but make sure that the custom stage size is correct. So this one is 640 by 340. Then deselect this one, select this one, go down, plain HTML, and package. I already did this, so I'm not going to click package. And then go into NeoCities, go into your dashboard, upload the file, click on it, copy the URL, close, and then paste it in. Then replace the width, 640 and 340, and you're done. You did it. Now you can have literally anything play as a Flash, which is really awesome. So there's also one other thing, just for fun. If you find that you don't like any of these, the way that they look, which you probably will because they were basically just placeholders that I set up, you can replace them at any time by going into costumes and then uploading a costume. Then delete this costume and it will look different. You could also use the editor in TurboWarp if I want it to be purple. It's purple now, but I don't want it to be purple. So you can make it look however you want. You can replace it. Same with these things. But just keep in mind for the audible one, you need to have a sprite for the what it looks like when you can hear, and one where it looks like what it looks like when you can't hear. So make sure that you have the first one as the one where you can hear, and the second one as the one where you can't hear. It doesn't matter what they're named or anything. They just need to be audible and then needed in that order. And then same for the restart. You could do whatever you want. You can make it purple. I don't care. So yes, feel free to use these. Feel free to add to the code. Feel free to mess with the code. Feel free to make more sense to you if you want to simplify it in some way. But this is honestly the simplest the code has been in a long time. So I'm very proud of this. And I hope that this helps you in your fan ventures because I had a lot of fun working on it. And it's actually really simple to employ. It's much simpler than it was before. And I'm really proud of that, and I think it's really great. So if I ever do a fan venture in the future, I will definitely be doing this. And I hope to see more people do it if they find it fun. So if you have any questions about how to make this work, if anything starts glitching for you, then just let me know. And I will help you. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. my tutorial